The voting has begun, not only in the capital Kabul and its sprawling suburbs, but across the whole country. Some 15 to 17 million people are registered to participate. Turnout is expected to be relatively high in urban areas, but it may be another matter out in the country, where officials fear people will stay at home rather than make the effort. In Helmand province, British Army forces have been working to make the region as safe as possible for the locals. There are more than 100 polling stations in Helmand province, many protected also by Afghan police and soldiers. In the past month, villagers have been called to attend special shuras, where the importance of the registration process and the relevance of the elections have been explained at length. In some cases, the local people have been initially cautious, but slowly they've realised that the security forces are there to help and not hinder the proceedings. Turnout in the last presidential election in 2004 was about 68% in Helmand. Today's elections are costing millions to organise, but there are still fears of electoral fraud and of too few electoral monitors getting access to the more remote regions. President Hamid Karzai is favourite to win the second presidential election in Afghan history. One recent poll gave him 45% of the vote, with his nearest rival some 20 points behind. National newspapers in Britain this morning previewed today's election at length, many questioning just how many people would turn up at the ballot boxes amidst the fears of violence and intimidation. Some political cartoons making the point in a rather obvious fashion. Other newspapers explaining and detailing the massive election operation now underway. The Foreign and Commonwealth Office website also offering several options for information on the situation in Afghanistan. For the FCO, the elections are seen as the next milestone towards a stable and secure Afghanistan. The Foreign Secretary David Miliband said in a recent newspaper article, but also readily available on the internet, what he believed are the three major priorities for the government in Afghanistan. It must show it can protect its citizens, it must develop a political system to reconcile and reintegrate insurgents prepared to give up violence, and it must deepen its cooperation with its neighbours, particularly Pakistan. The final results are expected in a fortnight.